What's up, guys? Coming back at y'all for another video, as well as another random thought. Now, as I said, like in a few videos back, or maybe it was 4, I said I was going on a mission trip, and I was going to be making videos while I was there, so y'all can see some of the things that I'm doing. And yeah, I was basically explaining that it was like kind of like a break in a way. Even though I was still working, it's definitely a big difference versus, your daily routine, going to work, going down the same roads. And I know I've said that before, like I had to change up the actual directions I was driving to work because I'm like, man, this feel like a simulation, man. Like I gotta switch this up, man, because it was really, I don't know, it just made me feel some kind of way. But before I get further into this video, I want to appreciate one subscriber. You already know who you are, for being the one to encourage me to continue to make videos like this, because, I'm like, man, I really don't want to I want to make these videos, but as I said already in my other videos, I said I want to get back to my regular content and doing other things. But for whatever reason, I have so many thoughts that I want to put out there, and I don't have the time to edit them, but I just want to talk about them. And I can still edit them, but it's just, while it's in my head, it's good to have these videos to show your true authentic side. Now, even the other parts, of you editing the video, it'll still be your authentic self, but having videos like this to where it shows where you mess up at times without any edits, then, it just makes it more relatable, like I'm talking to you like on a FaceTime video, as a famous YouTuber would say, Spiritual Soul. But he's also a big inspiration as well, especially during 2020, and also the life of J-Rock and, a few other YouTubers, to help the young men get to a better position in their life. Not just physically, but also mentally, because work starts from within. But what I was going to say, the random thought that I have today is a new perspective. Going on this trip really opened my mind. As I was volunteering, as I was helping, there were times in the morning where I got up earlier, and had time to read my devotion, and we had breakfast in the morning. Not late in the morning, not the late morning going to noontime in the morning. And I know that really did help me. Sorry about that. My camera had cut off mid-conversation, but just to continue what I was saying about how this trip really helped me, sometimes it takes you just leaving your familiar settings to reset and to have, you want to call it an epiphany moment, or just a moment where you really rethink some of the things that you've done. And that's why I said this is like a new perspective. I realize, 5 years have already passed. There's 5 more years left in this decade. And I've really been trying to think of what other opportunities I can take. So it will take moments like that, away from the noise, away with all the distraction. And forgive me if I'm kind of stumbling over my words right now, because there's a lot that I'm trying to take in and trying to work out right now. It's with a lot that's going on, knowing that the times that we're in now, time is just moving by so quick, and it's like you're trying to keep up with everything. That's why you have no room for no foolishness. And as I said before, you have no time to be looking at all this drama, trying to keep up with other people's foolishness on the news. Like, can you believe it? You're trying to keep up with other people's drama, other people's lives. Them doing the craziest things. And you're like, oh, did you hear what so-and-so did? Yeah, I heard that. That was crazy. What about your life? What do you have to say about you? Are you going to do things a little bit different? Or are you going to continue to keep doing the same things without having any kind of moment, some major breakthrough in your mind to say, you know what? I need to do this differently. And also to realize it's not too late to turn your life around. And I know, like, for older people, it may be like, oh, well, it's kind of late. Or look, this older people that's going back to jobs. The only reason why is because of how the economy is right now. But the fact of the matter is, it takes you, sometimes it just takes you leaving your familiar surroundings, your familiar settings, to have a different perspective. Now, before all this, I was thinking, I'm like, I want to go back, but I said I got other things that I need to do. But my mom kept, she brought it up. I said, yeah, we were there last year. I said, I want to go back, but there's other things I know I need to take care of. And looking back now, despite of all this happened these past 6 or 7 months, and as the time was getting closer for us to go to the trip, I said, you know what, I'm going to go. Because I was thinking about opting out. I said, well, you can just go by yourself. I'll be fine. And there was a lot of things that happened on that trip. And I'm going to share more. Actually, I have, like, on my soccer football channel, I have different vlogs on there, but I'm thinking about putting that video on this channel also, along with that one. It was a very good experience, and I'm glad I went. In spite of all the other stuff that happened, I'm still glad that I actually went, regardless of what I thought about what others were going to think. It is what it is. I'm glad I went, because I don't think I would have ever came to this point if I just stayed here and continued to keep doing the same things. I don't think I would have had no kind of moment of an epiphany or whatever, any kind of change of mind. And these moments don't just happen, these moments just don't come again. You gotta take heed to these. And I know I'm going to keep repeating myself, because right now I just got a lot on my mind. And that right there, I'm like, wow, I can actually do this, that, and the other. I realized 5 years just passed. There's 5 years left in this decade. There's a lot of other things that I've been thinking about doing, but I'm realizing just thinking and then not taking any action, I'm figuring out what I can do in order to take action, instead of just continuing to keep thinking about it and knowing that the time is getting closer. Oh, well, that's not going to work out. Well, you have another opportunity to still do that. But focus on these little steps so that you can get to that point. Regrets that I had in the past, I got to move on from that. It is what it is. A new perspective. So I would encourage y'all to take trips to help other people out. I know that might kind of sound far-fetched, but helping people out, and you realize you're helping yourself out. See that you're making other people, happy, not in a way to where it's like, oh, I'm a people pleaser, but they help those in need. That's what I'm talking about. Helping those in need without expecting other people to be watching you. But hey, that's all I got. I'm definitely gonna make the video where I go more in depth of what I did during the trip. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. And I'm really trying to get back to posting and uploading my regular content. I'm trying, but I keep getting these ideas, these random thoughts. That's why I labeled this playlist Random Thoughts. You want to hear me ramble on, talk about various things, just random things that come to my mind. If it's an inspiration to you, then that's what this playlist is for. Random Thoughts. But let me know your thoughts and opinions about this video, and any new perspectives y'all had this year, like any kind of breakthroughs that y'all ever come up with. But till the next one, I'm signing out. Later.